Hello. So in today's episode we're going to cover harmonics and just basically how to get better at them, a couple ones to practice. We're going to go over pinched and naturals. So pinched will sound like in pinched harmonics raise the pitch of your note through using your pick and thumb together, and I use it so my thumb is slightly over the pick, so it'll, once the pick stroke hits, the pick and the thumb hit basically in an instant, but there's a slight gap, so as to cause the harmonic. It'll bounce the pick, then thumb hits, similar to the way an artificial would with your finger, but in one stroke. So I have my pick just under, so my thumb is overlapping it sideways at the tip, and then you're going to come down and your pick stroke should cause a natural. That's the way I do it anyway. It involves just pick, then it hits your thumb and the thumb causes it to ring out, and you can get them pretty consistent with that. The other that I mentioned is naturals, sorry. And that involves nothing in the pick hand other than a regular picking. You don't fret your note, you're going to grace it till you get that kind of sound so it rings really loud. And then when it starts you get the ring rather than a muted string, you're going to lift off, and that's going to ring it out and cause a natural. They do take a bit of practice just to get used to getting the right amount of pressure on your fretted hand, the right amount of like time to pull off and everything else, but once you get it they're really good. They're used in a lot of different songs. Naturals particularly I hear a lot in John 5 and Rob Zombie songs. They use them in the likes of Sick Bubblegum in the riff section where it does the, and that's just across two fives. Rob Zombie again, and the solo for Let It All Bleed Out after the alternate pick section involves a lot of naturals sliding, so it's going, and that creates an effect as if it's through pick scraping and a pedal, but it's all just natural harmonics. Then you can also do tricks with them yourself if you've got a capability of behind the nut bending. You can natural and behind that bend mix it to raise it even higher. So say you go 5 on your D and G together to create a natural, so once you get that ring pull off, come only on the G, and on the G you're going to bend it, and that causes one harmonic that you hit to descend and one to ascend. And then that creates a kind of weird, it's almost like a pedal style effect, but it's all through your hands. Pinched as well, you can use them behind the nut. And that's just doing the same thing on an open, but behind the nutting. And that can give some weird effects on your open, get it wobbly and everything. So that's kind of the basics. I would cover artificials, but I'm genuinely not good at them. They involve a fretted note and pick. You pick it, come down with a separate finger or thumb, and get it to ring out. But I'm not too good at them, so I won't get into it, because I'm more likely not to get them than get them. But that's basically it. I hope it kind of helps get you used to them, get you practicing them, and start making up your own tricks with them. Just remember, practice, keep practicing. Once you start getting it, it'll come more naturally, and then you'll be basically just fluent in harmonics by the end of it. You'll be able to be very consistent with them. When I started, I'd be lucky if I got 2 and maybe 5, but now it's pretty much every time. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.